6,000 years ago, someone in Eastern Europe was trying to make pottery. They weren't thinking about transportation. They weren't trying to change the world. They just wanted a smoother clay pot. And by accident, they invented one of the most important pieces of technology humans have ever created. Here's the thing. Most people get wrong. The wheel wasn't invented for carts. It was invented for spinning clay. Around 3,500 BCE, potters started using a simple rotating disc to shape pottery faster and more evenly. It was called a potter's wheel, and it had nothing to do with moving anything anywhere. For hundreds of years, that's all it was used for. A tool that spun in place. Then, someone made a connection nobody had made before. If a disc could spin smoothly under a lump of clay, what if you turned it on its side? What if you put it under something heavy instead of on top of something soft? That single mental leap from spinning tool to rolling support is the accident. Nobody set out to invent transportation. They repurposed pottery equipment, and the timing lines up almost perfectly. The oldest wheeled vehicles we found in the archaeological record show up within just a few centuries of the potter's wheel becoming common across Mesopotamia. This is why the wheel took so long to invent, even though it seems obvious in hindsight. Humans had already mastered agriculture. We'd already built cities. We'd already domesticated animals like oxen, strong enough to pull heavy loads. All the pieces were sitting right there for thousands of years. What was missing wasn't the material. It wasn't the animal. It wasn't even the concept of round. What was missing was the mental jump, seeing a tool built for one job and realizing it could solve a completely different problem. And here's the part that should really make you pause. The wheel wasn't obvious. Ancient Mesoamerican civilizations, the Maya, the Aztec, never developed wheeled transportation at all, despite having wheels on children's toys. They had the concept. They just never made that same leap. Which means the wheel wasn't inevitable. It was one accidental spark of lateral thinking in one place that happened to catch. So the next time you're in a car, on a bike, or rolling a suitcase through an airport, remember, none of it started with someone trying to invent transportation. It started with someone trying to make a better bowl. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs in history aren't the result of genius. They're the result of someone looking at one tool and asking, what else could this do?